live stream. While you wait, take a look at our needs and wants poster. We're going to go over it in just a few minutes. Take a look at our needs. We're going to go over it in just a few minutes. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we have different needs and wants, and we're going to talk about the difference between a need, something we need in order to survive and live, and something that we want. So we're going to talk about that difference. So a need, something we need. What are some things that we need? Well, things we need, it's in order to help us live and survive. So in order for us to live and survive, what are some things that we need? I'm going to open the chat up. What are some things that we need to live and survive? What are some things that we need to live and survive? Type in the chat. What are some things we need? Ooh, Liam thought of a need that we need that's not on this list. Awesome. Okay, so I see lots of food, water. Yes, so we definitely need water. We need food in order to survive. We definitely need a shelter, a roof over our head to survive. We need clothing. And, oh, and Bailey even said it too. Liam and Bailey also mentioned that we need oxygen, air to survive. I'm gonna write air up here as well. We definitely need air to survive. Now, I'm starting to see some friends write things. So some friends are saying that we need cars. So I'm gonna get to that in just a minute. This is the absolute basic necessities of what you need in order to survive. We need air to breathe. We need water to drink. We need food to eat. We need a shelter. And then we need clothing to stay warm. So these two items are more so to stay warm. So we need some sort of shelter or clothing to stay warm. Okay, some wants. Those are things that we would like to have, but don't necessarily need to have. So I would love, Miss Mize would love a brand new house. Wait, I do need a brand new house. I already have a roof over my head though, but I would love to buy a house, but I don't technically need it because I already have a house that I'm living in. Or I would really like, Miss Mize would really like to upgrade her MacBook, but I don't need it because I already have one. Or here's some more wants, a cell phone or an iPad. You guys might want a cell phone or an iPad, but you don't need a cell phone or iPad to survive. Do we see the difference between needs and wants? Needs and wants. Do we understand the difference? Awesome. Shreya, question.
I came in late, so I don't know what to do.
You were just listening to me, but I was just talking about the difference between needs and wants. So go through and read that one more time. So a need is things that we need to live and survive. Wants are more so things that we like, but we don't necessarily need. We like playing video games, but we don't need those. Okay, so there's a difference. And then there's some items that are blurred in the needs and wants. So Bailey, I'm gonna use your example. So Bailey said we also need money. Well, in today's society, actually, I need you to, I'm gonna mute you. In today's society, yes, we do need money to survive, but technically we don't need it, right? So we want more money, but we don't necessarily need money to survive. We need the basic necessities, which is food, water, air, and some shelter. right? And then wants, so money could go, oh, I want more money. I want a new pet. I want some candy. I want some balloons. Those are all wants, things that I want. Miss Mize would love to go buy a new plant. That's something I want. It's something I don't need. Okay. All right, so that is the difference between our needs and wants poster. On Thursday, you're going to be doing a quick write during our writing block, and you're going to be given, if you were given tons of the most money in the world, tons of money, what would you do with it? And that is going to be your quick write topic, and I want to read them. So be thinking about what the difference is between needs and wants, because that will come into play with your quick write on Thursday. Okay, we're switching on over to writing. And I want to go over writing just a little bit more because I want to make sure that we understand, let me admit, Orion, that we understand what we're doing. So I need you guys listening. I need nothing in your hands. You need to just be listening to me. Because this is what the next couple days are going to look like. Kendall, you look so studious with that mug. Are you sipping on coffee? Okay. It's so funny because I can see all of you, but you guys can only see me and my iPad. So you're probably like, Kendall, what's she doing? She's sipping on a mug on some coffee. Okay, so collecting and choosing. So yesterday I talked about how some topics, I picked them into my top 6, but they didn't necessarily make sense because I just didn't have either enough to write about or it wasn't specific enough. So I crossed out Pacific Beach because it was just, I just couldn't think of a third topic to write about. And then making friends, I immediately just didn't want to talk about that. And then my childhood home, it's too broad. I have too much to talk about. So it's too broad. I could focus on just one thing of my childhood home from my childhood home. I think that would make a little bit more sense. But like, remember how I talked about my dad burning our house down? Remember that story? Well, that one is a topic within itself. That could have 3 subheadings within itself. So that's why I X'd out these 3 because they're just not enough. Cleaning, I feel like I would be too bored writing about it personally. I love to clean, but what reader wants to read about cleaning? So Miss Mize is gonna cross that one out. So here's my last 2. And this is why I want to talk about this, because a lot of you guys, raise your hand if you're going to talk about a family member. If that's one of your topics. Okay, so I really need you listening. Raise your hand if you're going to talk about a best friend or a friend at school or outside of school. Okay, so if you're talking about a person, you need to listen to this next piece because this is going to affect you. So remember I talked about my brother. And I talked about specific things about my brother. I'm talking about how he plays baseball. That could be one entire paragraph about where he played baseball, what position he played, and all of those things about my brother, what his batting average was. I could talk about those details within this subheading. So this subheading is big enough to where I can write things. What wouldn't work, Jenna, I really wish you weren't writing right now. What wouldn't work is if I said, he is nice. Do you think that I could write a whole paragraph, that's 5 to 6 sentences about him being nice?
No.
Probably not. That's just one way to describe him. So he is nice is not going to work as a subtopic. I'm bringing up more things. I'm talking about bigger things. So he is younger than me, 25. Could I write an entire paragraph about him being 25? I see Addison kind of like, I agree. Addison, I agree. Like, it's kind of like the he is nice thing. Like it's a detail, but I can't write a whole 5 to 6 paragraphs about him. So that's not gonna work. What about him being in the military? I could probably go into a little bit of detail about what he does in the military, what branch he is in. I see Emily going, yeah. So I could go into detail. So do you see how I'm talking about specific details about these people? So if you're talking about your friends, so Kendall, if you're talking about Shreya, you're not going to say she is nice, she is kind, she is pretty. How am I going to write a whole essay about that? Okay, so you have to be super, super detailed about what you're writing about. So it needs to be bigger things other than that. Do we feel okay about that? If you're writing about a person, that he is nice, he is kind, that's not enough detail. I need more, okay? So keep that in mind. Because this one doesn't work, number 2 doesn't work, I'm gonna cross this out, and I think I'm gonna focus on making safe choices at Star Academy. Reason being is because I think I can write about how we be 6 feet apart and be safe at Star Academy. I could write a whole paragraph on how you wear a mask at Star Academy and what the rule is when you enter campus in hybrid learning. I could talk about, let me blend mine in. I could talk about washing hands, how to properly wash your hands. I could talk about these 3 topics. I could go into detail. So I'm going to be circling this one. That's what Miss Mize is going to choose. And that's going to be my example that I will move on to and add and develop with. By the end of today, what you need to have done is you need to have this whole page, page 10, completed and a topic circled, a main topic circled. If you finish early, a seesaw assignment just posted just now at 1 o'clock, and it looks exactly like this. Okay, it looks like this. I need you listening because you're going to be doing this seesaw assignment either today or tomorrow, and I need it done properly or else I'm going to send it back to you and you have to redo it. Okay, so I need you listening. So it's going to look blank like this. There's the T where you can do a text box where you can type. You are going to be typing on your seesaw assignment your final topic that you circled. This will also be an assignment on Wednesday. So if you don't get to this today, if you're still working on the writing part of page 10, you have tomorrow to work on the seesaw assignment. If you're pretty close to being done with all this, or you're finishing your last 2 or whatever, you need to circle the one you want to choose, and then you need to get started on the seesaw assignment. You do not leave me today until page 10 is complete. Are there any questions? Oh, before I take questions. And then, so after the seesaw assignment, I'm probably giving you guys too much information. After the seesaw assignment on Thursday, I'm going to be pulling, it's going to be more of a small group kind of thing, and I'm going to be pulling individuals to talk about their topics and work on topics with them. So you might not have to see me during writing period, during the writing block in the afternoon. You might have a different assignment, okay? And I'm going to be looking at the final one is your seesaw assignment. So you will be turning this into seesaw by the end of tomorrow. Okay, today, you're finishing page 10. You're working on your subheadings. Then you are circling one. If you finish before 2 o'clock, I will send you off and you will go and do the seesaw assignment. If you do not get to the seesaw assignment today, you have time to do it tomorrow. Questions now. Okay, Ojas.
So my nail is almost going, like my nail is so close to getting off, like it's like a little empty in here and it's about to get out, and then I'm really scared because it's gonna come out. Then I don't know my
Oh.
because it's gonna come out and then it's really scared. I don't think I'm after.
Oh, just you cannot show me that. Oh my goodness, I want to see that later. We'll talk about that later. Writing time. Questions about writing and writing only. Questions about writing. Shreya, question.
So my question is, I'm here. I'm saying that there's this last thing and it's circled R, and that's one of the topics, the last thing I circled. I finished it yesterday, and I finished it.
Sorry, I can't.
So, and I love that thing, and should I erase? Should I
Shreya,
I cannot X that off. That's my last topic.
Shreya, I can't really hear you. Leave and rejoin, okay? Emily, question. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll wait. Alan, question?
I was just going to get my writing packet, but I didn't know what to do because since I couldn't really hear you, I didn't know what to do on the seesaw activity because I was getting my writing packet.
Right. Okay, so today's job, Alan, is you are going to finish all 6 of your topics, page 10 in your packet, right? And you are going to go through and find the one that you feel has the best that you feel is the best topic to use for this informational piece of writing. And I need you to circle it. And then this is what you're going to go do on Seesaw once I've checked you off. So you have to get checked off with me first before you go, okay?
Okay.
So if you don't have questions, you should be writing right now and you are working on page 10, okay? Everyone stay patient. I have lots of hands. Wait your turn, okay? I'll get to you. Miss Maddie.
I'm going to be really behind because yesterday.
Maddie, I can't hear you. Leave and rejoin, please.
So I got
When? Question?
I'm done.
Okay, what one did you circle? What's your topic?
Wait, I want to change my topic.
Okay. Addison. Oh, Addison, leave and rejoin. I think we have a poor connection, you guys. Jane.
I'm done too.
Okay, Jane, what is your topic?
My mom.
Your mom. And what 3 things are you talking about your mom?
She played tennis when she was in high school, I think.
Okay.
She is 36 and she plays the piano. She's really good at it.
Okay, so you're going to be able to talk about those 3 subtopics a lot, 5 to 6 sentences about each. Okay, awesome. Jane, go do the seesaw activity, okay? Zay.
I'm done too.
What is your topic?
About basketball.
Basketball. What are your 3 subtopics?
I play it and I'm good at it.
Okay, so you need to be careful about these. You play and you're good at it. It's more so about basketball, not about you. You're not telling about what you're good at. You're talking about the sport basketball. So your subtopics need to be about basketball. So one could be about how to play basketball. One could be about where you can play basketball, things like that. So go back and edit those, okay? Or pick a different one. Awesome. Shreya, let's try it again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, quickly, before we lose.
So what happened was yesterday I finished my thing and just to explain it's not I love that thing and I chose art and for my topic and I saw all of them and I put I love art on the first top the first thing the number one and then so I cannot X that out because I did it with marker and that's the last thing, like the last thing I cannot.
A piece of paper and do it separately, okay? On a separate piece of paper, or you can do it on the back of your packet. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay. Maya, question. There you go. Maya, we have a good connection. I feel like you're always blurry for me every time. Go ahead, Maya. What's your question? Maya, do you not have a question?
I'm done.
Maya.
Oh, when I went to Australia, guess what? There were this caves and they were so cool.
Hold on. Orion, wait your turn, please, okay? Okay, I can't figure out Maya. All right, next friend is Emily. Good, Emily?
Can we can we write more than one sentence of like what our topic is?
We will later. You're going to, that's during the developing phase. Okay? So right now we're just doing kind of the skeleton and then we're going to dive deeper next week. Does that make sense?
Mize. Okay.
Sahaj. If you're waiting for me, you're editing these and you're working on page 10. Okay, Sahaj, which one did you pick?
My brother.
Okay, and what are your 3 subtopics? Remember, we need to be careful. We're talking about our brother. What are your 3?
He plays with me. He plays with me.
Okay.
He makes me happy.
Okay. So Sahaj, for those 3 subtopics, could you write 5 to 6 sentences about it?
Helps.
Oh, Sahaj, we have a poor connection. No. Sahaj, leave and rejoin. Okay, Ojas.
Can we get 3 topics?
You should have 1 main topic and 3 subtopics.
Can you have 3 main topics or only 1 main topic?
Only 1 main topic and then 3 subtopics of what you would be talking about that main topic.
So I am talking about my mom.
Okay, and what are your 3 topics? It's not that she's nice or kind or that I love her. It's what?
She cooks. She's a very good chef.
She grew up where?
She is a very good at cooking. She's very good at cooking.
Okay, so you're going to talk about her cooking. Second one?
She teaches cooking classes.
Okay, third one?
And she does friendship.
Okay, go do the seesaw assignment. Because I couldn't hear that last one, but I'll be able to read it on Seesaw, okay?
Right now?
Yep. Okay, bye, Ojas. Kendall, thank you for being patient. Thank you for being patient, friends.
Nice. I have 4 topics left, and they're both really good detailed topics, but I don't know which topic to choose.
Choose one.
I know, but like, can you help me?
Okay, what are your 4?
What? Maddie, my mom, Disneyland, and Roblox. Those are my 4 topics.
Okay, so which one do you feel that you could write the most about?
There's 2.
Which ones?
Because there's all I wrote good stuff about all 4 of these, but I don't know. I could write like sentences about all of them, but like I don't know which one to choose.
That's up to you. It's your writing. So think about it. You have time to think about it, and then go ahead and circle the one that maybe jot down some notes on a separate piece of paper and see which one you could write the most about. And then from there, go do the seesaw assignment.
Okay.
Okay? Well, you have a few minutes. Think about it. Take a few minutes, think about it, and then go do the seesaw before 2 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bye, Kendall.
Ms. Mize?
Gwen, I'm taking blue hands. You got to wait your turn, please.
I'm done.
Okay, Gwen, what is your topic?
Soccer.
And what are your subtopics?
Wait one sec. You kick the ball and you need to run fast, and soccer shoes are called cleats.
Okay, can you write paragraphs about those 3 things? You could write 5 to 6 sentences about soccer cleats.
Like what their shape is, like what's on the bottom.
Remember when I talked about my brother, when I said that I was going to talk about how he plays baseball, and I was going to go into a lot of detail about that, not just that he's nice. Be careful, because a few of yours, Gwen, sound like the he is nice, he is younger than me statements. So go back, and what about soccer? Maybe one subtopic is how to play the game of soccer. The second one is where you can play soccer. The third one could be what you wear when you play soccer. Do you see how those are bigger topics about soccer?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and fix those, Gwen, and then put your hand back up, okay?
Okay.
Who have I not talked to? Adrani, thank you for being patient. Adrani, thank you for being patient. What's up, buddy?
I was gonna say, do we have to do the seesaw assignment today?
If you finish early, yes. It'll be one less thing you have to do tomorrow, Adrani, so I recommend it. But if you don't get to it today, it's okay. I want this done first. Page 10.
I finished it.
Okay, what is your topic?
Video games.
Okay, video games. And what are your 3 subtopics that you're going to talk about with video games?
I like video games because some video games you can explore a lot of worlds and stuff.
Okay, so we're talking about the way that you play video games. So can you be more general on that? How to play video games? Okay, and the second one?
I like video games because some games are 2-player.
Okay, so Adrani, remember you're not talking about, because it's not a narrative, you're not talking about why you like video games. You're explaining to me, pretend like Miss Mize has never played a video game in her life. I know nothing about video games. So you need to teach me all the things about video games. Okay? So you need to teach me how to play. I don't even know what to do. What do you use? How, like, do I use a TV? Do I use a control? I don't even know. I don't know, right? So you need to pretend that your reader knows absolutely nothing about video games. So you might want to pick a video game that might be a little bit more simple, and then you can go into detail about that video game. Or if you still want to keep it general and talk about video games in general, then you should probably go into how to play, what you need, things like that. Okay, so go and edit those, and then raise your blue hand when you're ready, okay? Okay, Gwen, you ready?
Yeah, I said how to play soccer, where to play soccer, different what to wear.
Okay,
That's what I wrote.
go do your seesaw assignment, okay? Maddie, let's see how our connection is.
Can I do the seesaw, Sarah?
No, seesaw assignment today. What is your topic, Maddie?